Hey, it's Mark with another Super Bowler Smash Attack video, and today we've got a box base to go for. So step number one, we'll see if we can get the Town Hall with the Flame Flinger. You know, there's not a ton going on around the Town Hall. There's this expo over here. If I did put in the Flame Flinger to get the Town Hall, in this case, I would use the Warden in tandem. And I would want the Warden to tank that air expo. I don't do an attack like that a lot. Just every once in a while I do if I need to, but it usually works out a lot better to pick two corners and smash into the center. The biggest thing that's going to cause a problem with using the Flinger in this case is going to be this invisibility tower. The residual damage that is done by the Flame Flinger as the Flame Flinger is working on these buildings in this area, that's going to trigger those fire spirits are going to trigger that invisibility tower. All of these buildings are going to go invisible, and the Flame Flinger would just go off to target something else and could get in range now of the Town Hall. And then it's game over for the Flame Flinger. If that happens, the Town Hall Gigo Inferno would just finish the Flame Flinger. So that's why I'm going to stay away from that option. The other option is, well, step two, I guess, is to look to see where the expos are. And we know that we've got an air expo here and here. And we've got ground expos here and here. So these ground expos, they're a little bit away from the center. So that definitely helps, but they are ground mode. So they could come into play for entry, maybe a little bit later into the entry. And a difference between these two corners is this single Inferno and a multi over here. So the single Inferno is going to be better for the Flame Flinger to try to take that out. The single Inferno is a problem for the Grand Warden. So the Grand Warden would be better to go against this multi. And the multi by itself is not a problem for the Warden. Unless the Warden starts to get targeted by this expo and other defenses, then it could be a problem for the Warden. But it's going to be a better option for the Warden in that corner. I think the best way to come in at 230 then, there's sort of like this, these two big compartments here. Kind of the single Inferno compartment and this multi compartment. And then there's this little channel kind of between them. And I don't want the troops, I want the troops to stay with the Warden. And so for the entry, when I break in, I'm going to want to break into this compartment, you know, right in this area, like where this archer tower is. Break in there so that the smash part of the army, the Super Bowlers and the heroes, are on the Warden side. I don't want the smash army going in on the Flinger side. I want the Flinger working on that corner on its own. Getting the main troops into this compartment, and then jump them through this eagle compartment to get to the monolith. Except for that, I want to make sure that the jump doesn't clip this wall like right in here. I don't want the jump to give the troops access inside of this compartment. They can take the main smash army can take down buildings in there like this and that bomb tower. Maybe even the scattershot with triple bounces is a possibility too. But I want to keep them pathing straight to the Town Hall. So a jump to get over this eagle compartment to the monolith compartment, and then another jump on the Clan Castle to be able to get to the Town Hall and rage them along the way. And so a rage in the entry, like, you know, probably coming into where the king is. That king has got a lot of HP on him. And then another rage kind of in the center, maybe around this eagle monolith area. And then another rage as the troops are kind of getting towards the Town Hall. Yeah, so that's the game plan. And we'll kind of see how things pan out. There goes the Yeti in at 3 o'clock with the Flame Flinger behind. The Warden in up at 12 o'clock. And I wait just a little bit on the healers until the Warden steps up to take damage from that archer tower and the healers go down. There comes a Yeti to tank for this mortar right here, so the mortar doesn't target the Flame Flinger. That's kind of the biggest purpose for those Yetis. Plus they do help clear trash buildings, and they help clear some defenses. Like there goes that archer tower from the Yeti mites and the Yeti. And there goes the Super Wallbreak there at that builder hut, like I mentioned. The Warden is getting targeted by that ground expo, and also by the multi and that archer tower. And I'm kind of seeing this too late. The freeze goes down too late on that ground expo. I lose the Warden ability. So Warden ability swagged. Here comes the main army. Ice golems down, king down to pull over, queen behind. And here come, they're going for the king now. The headhunter got it, and rage them up there and jump them in. And you can see I didn't jump them over to that expo compartment. And here and the rage in the center. And now the royal champion is coming in from behind, and going for that scatter shot. The super bowlers they are splitting up a little bit here, but the queen is going up to take the town hall, which is something that happens pretty frequently. I did put down to help out the royal champion the skeleton spells on that expo to distract the expo, and I also am using the loons to help the royal champion out. The queen did go into the poison bomb of the town hall, but the poison bomb is wearing off, and the healers were able to keep the queen alive, and it looks like that's going to be the case here. Royal champion still has ability, and there it goes off now. It took out a bunch of more defenses, as the royal champion has to work on clearing those skeleton spells. And now here's where the diggy just comes in so nicely, as the royal champion gets to the defense. The diggy stuns it. Royal champion takes out the defense. Here comes the diggy, stun the scatter shot, and then the royal champion is able to finish off that scatter shot with the diggy. And there it is, another 3-star for Super Bowler Smash Army.